Greetings fish fans and fanatics alike, and welcome back to FOF. Today I'm going to do a small tutorial on how to use a two-way gang valve or air splitter. We're going to power these two 5-gallon Betta tanks with the one air pump, and I've got dual sponge filters for each tank, and we'll be taking these internal filters out. So here's what you're going to need. You're going to need your sponge filter units. I got 4 of these on eBay for $7. You're going to need an air pump. Try to match the air pump capacity in gallons per hour to the actual capacity of each aquarium. So this air pump here will do a 20-gallon tank. These are each 5 gallons, so we should be all set and have plenty of air power. You're going to need a two-way valve, also known as a gang valve. I call them airline splitters. You can call them air diverters, you can call them whatever you want, but it basically looks like this. This one comes with a built-in check valve. But if you are using one of these, then don't forget to use a inline check valve. But I am basically going to mount this gang valve right in here, like that, and that's where its home will be. Essentially what you're going to want to do is connect the check valve end of the air splitter to your air pump directly, and then off of that, depending on how many other outlets you have, connect those to the sponge filter now. I found it a lot easier to do this before installing the sponge filter, so you didn't have to mess with trying to plug it in the tank. So here's another just quick look at the dual sponge filters. So we're going to be putting one in each tank. Make sure to have a bowl or dish to put your filter in, or whatever you are removing. If this is your first time you're installing a filter into your tank, you don't have to take this step. But I'm just going to take this, undo the suction cups. Now we'll take our sponge filter. I like these a lot. I'm going to do a review probably on these things as a separate video. But this is telescopic, so it's kind of nice if you use it in a deeper aquarium. And you have dual sponges. And each of the intakes have holes, all nice and clean looking. And here is the input for air. And you can also swing these away like that. What you're going to want to do is kind of swing them away from the wall of the aquarium. Kind of like that. Go ahead and set these down in. As I had mentioned before, I did find it much easier to install the airline tubing onto the filter unit before placing in the aquarium, as well as the suction cups. These filters are awesome. They're a wicked good deal on eBay or Amazon, and they're almost limitless in their configuration. There's so many different ways you can set them up in your tank. You can set them up so that they're way up high near the water line with the sponges pointing down. You can point them slightly away from the sides of the aquarium. So here's each aquarium with the sponge filters installed. I kind of skipped over a couple steps because it's pretty straightforward. But in any case, they just plug down in there, and I looped them over. I did a couple drip loops. This is what we've got right there. So there is the two-way valve. Got the air pump all plugged in. And everything is working nice. They're a little loud. I will say they're definitely louder than the filters that were in there. Even though they're a little louder than the internal filters, they still are going to offer much better, more reliable filtration, in my opinion. So I'm choosing to keep them in my bedroom. Don't really care about the noise, it's no big deal. Anyway, if you have any questions, you can leave them in the comments below. And as always, thanks for watching.